Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 2 begins with Jinwoo staring at the Ice Bear army's corpses. He says, "Arise," and the Ice Bear's shadows arise from their bodies. Meanwhile, Baek, Dong-soo, Woo-on, and Hyun discuss at the Red Gate. On says it's been 3 hours since Jinwoo and the others entered this gate, even though it's 3 days inside the gate. Dong-soo grows impatient, thinking Jinwoo must be dead, and prepares to leave, complaining the trip was a waste. Suddenly, Dong-soo realizes Jinwoo isn't even part of the White Tiger Guild, so how did he join their assault team inside the gate? On, nervous, tries to explain that Jinwoo is his friend, and he wanted to tackle a C-rank level mission. Dong-soo isn't satisfied and, in a flash, grabs On by the throat and lifts him into the air. Just then, Baek Yoonho appears and pulls Dong-soo away. Having transformed, his hair is now fully white. Dong-soo sneers, asking if Baek is really going to give him orders. After all, Baek is only the guild master of a small city. Both unleash their killing aura and seem ready to brawl. On realizes 2 S-rank hunters are about to clash. Meanwhile in the forest, Kim Chul, the last survivor, escapes and sees a field of dead ice bears. He's baffled, thinking there's no way an E-rank hunter could do this, and suspects some sort of white demon, fleeing in terror. Outside, Woo Jin-chul arrives and blocks both Dong-soo and Baek's attacks with his bare hands, displaying impressive power. Jin-chul says that if they hadn't held back, his arms would have shattered. He reminds everyone he recently measured Jinwoo's powers and can confirm he's truly an E-rank. As for Hwang Dong-soo, Jin-chul says a magic beast killed him, but Dong-soo claims Jinwoo's responsible. Jin-chul asks why Dong-soo is so obsessed with Jinwoo, and Dong-soo admits it's just for a pretense to kill him. Meanwhile, Chul observes Heejin, Song, and another gentleman chatting at a shelter. Chul confronts the group and informs them about his teammate's demise. Kim Chul is furious, accusing someone in the group of hiding food and supplies. He counts to 3, demanding an answer, and realizes Park Heejin knew about the stash, which is why she joined the team. Kim Chul gets violent, but Jinwoo intervenes just in time, kicking him away and scolding him for being the reason his team suffered. Jinwoo then senses the appearance of ice elves. Jinwoo communicates with them, surprising himself when he understands their language, made possible by the system. The ice elf boss realizes Jinwoo is the expert among the humans and challenges him, but Jinwoo swiftly kills the challenger. The boss is shocked, then blocks Jinwoo's next attack with ease, noting Jinwoo doesn't seem human. The ice elf boss says an inner voice always urges him to kill humans, but interestingly, he feels nothing toward Jinwoo. He proposes a deal: hand over the humans behind you and I'll spare your life. He glitches briefly and Jinwoo's confused. Nevertheless, Jinwoo refuses to hand his allies over to the leader. Jinwoo summons his shadow army and his army clashes with the leader's brigade. The boss, named Baruka, the Ice Demon King, is even stronger than Igris. Baruka asks Jinwoo for his name and the two exchange introductions before a serious, high-level duel begins. Jinwoo's fighting style and tactics are impressive, and even Baruka ends up enjoying the match. Meanwhile, the mages hurl a huge fireball at Baruka, waking Kim Chul, who realizes Jinwoo attacked him. Enraged, Kim Chul grabs his sword and charges at Jinwoo. As the showdown intensifies, a blizzard suddenly fills the area and a mysterious soldier appears. Jinwoo anticipated Kim Chul's attack and uses a shadow decoy and a burst of snow, catching Kim Chul off guard and defeating him. Jinwoo uses Arise to add Kim Chul, a former A-rank hunter, to his shadow army, making him even more powerful. Jinwoo names the new shadow Iron. Iron immediately attacks Baruka, shocking the Ice Elf King with his sheer strength. A fierce battle erupts. Jinwoo, Iron, and Igris now fight Baruka together. Though Iron is strong, he's slower than Baruka. Park Heejin and Song hide, watching the ultimate hunter fight for the first time. Baruka boasts that Jinwoo alone can't defeat him, so Jinwoo, Iron, and Igris all attack together. After Jinwoo's army defeats Baruka's forces, they assist Jinwoo's group in fighting Baruka. Baruka overwhelms them for a while, but Jinwoo finally damages his weapon and uses Iron to pin Baruka down. Heejin and the mages join in a massive attack. They finally defeat Baruka in a wild flurry. Iron brutally finishes the job, and Jinwoo has to calm Iron down. With Baruka's defeat, the gate appears. ready for the survivors to exit. Outside, the guild leaders and others have waited a week for the party to return, showing their concern. Baek Yoon-ho insists on waiting, needing to retrieve his soldiers if they're still inside. When the gate transforms into a blue exit, the party emerges. Park Heejin, Go Gun-hee, 2 E-rank hunters, Song and Jinwoo. Surprising Baek, how did the weakest hunters survive? Stunned, Baek approaches Jinwoo, wanting a word, but Jinwoo says he's too tired and tells Baek to ask his guild if he has questions. Baek realizes Jinwoo's request is closer to an order. As the investigation continues, Baek presses Jinwoo about the missing members. Jinwoo points out he also saved 2 lives. Baek accepts this and leaves. Jinwoo brings Song home, and she's so impressed she calls him by his given name and quickly gets shy. Jinwoo tried to extract Baruka as a shadow but failed 3 times, which explains his subdued mood. Baruka was simply too powerful compared to him. At least he gained iron as a valuable asset. The next morning, Jaina teases Jinwoo about missing breakfast. Jinho arrives to pick Jinwoo up and they also pick up Song. Jinwoo checks if Song slept well. She admits she didn't get much sleep after their late return. Jinho thinks they spent the night together but quickly learns Song is underage and drops his suspicions. As the episode ends,